Tonight on KGW News, paradise destroyed. As fire swallows a historic Maui town and leaves at least 6 people dead.
My mom's place is gone, my place is gone.
With thousands evacuated and multiple firefights continuing.
We're in search and rescue. We're in making sure everybody is safe.
How local groups are sending help and hope to Hawaii. Plus,
It hurts our ears.
they sleep right next to train tracks, and now these campers are being forced to move. Why they say they feel safe despite the risk. Then later,
I'm so happy. This is the greatest day of my life.
it's a reunion, nearly 70 years in the making.
Oh no.
How a mom finally found the son she was forced to give up decades ago.
And we begin tonight with the devastation in Maui. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko. At least 6 people are dead and others injured as one of 3 wildfires burning on the island wiped out hundreds of homes and businesses. The heart of the damage is in West Maui and the historic harbor town of Lahaina, now largely ash and rubble. Strong winds created by a hurricane hundreds of miles offshore fanned the flames so quickly some had to jump into the ocean to escape. The Coast Guard rescuing 14 people, including 2 children. And as those who fled and survived, some with nothing, not even their pets, fill evacuation centers tonight, they are trying to wrap their heads around everything that's been lost.
My mom's place is gone, my place is gone. I'm a chef restaurant operator in Kaanapali, and my GM's place is gone. Pretty much everybody I know lost everything that we have.
And that's just one example. Meanwhile, those watching the destruction from here in Oregon and Washington, including people who call Hawaii home, are now looking for ways to help. We have a number on the bottom right of your screen now. You can text the word FIRE at any point to that number, and we will send you a link on ways to donate. Let's go live to Alma McCarty now at PDX this evening, where travelers who left Maui's Kahului Airport this afternoon just touched down. Alma.
Well, David, with those wildfires raging on, officials in Hawaii are asking travelers not to come to Maui. And for the folks who are already there visiting, they are asking them to leave immediately if they haven't already done so. We just spoke with Jessica Miller. She is one of the folks who landed at PDX this evening from Maui, and she was told around midnight that she would have to evacuate.
There was no warning. It was like, you get your pets and get out. And so it was really scary. So we just basically, we had everything packed and we just left, and we're like, well, where do we go? Well, we could see the flames on the way to the airport. We evacuated at midnight.
Well, officials say that there were thousands just like her, including some of the folks who landed at PDX this evening back in Oregon tonight, who spent hours at the airport in Maui, some even overnight. Happy to be home. They tell me their thoughts now are with Maui locals, and relief efforts are underway. Wednesday evening, officials in Hawaii report more than 250 structures on Maui have been damaged or destroyed as wildfires ripped through the island, decimating the historic seaside town of Lahaina.
So there are sporadic fires that have taken place in different parts of the island. Some, sadly, much more devastating than others, but all of them are taking their toll.
The Jewish Federation of Greater Portland began collecting donations for fire victims right away. They connected me with Rabbi Ronan Malik, who leads the Jewish congregation of Maui. He spent the day assessing the needs across the island.
The community in Lahaina on Front Street have been affected horribly with the loss of businesses and homes. And we do have some congregants in that area that we're currently reaching out to and trying to get in contact with.
I can only imagine how bad that was.
Meanwhile, those born and raised on Maui who now live in Portland reached out to friends and loved ones back home, watching the devastation from thousands of miles away. David Kahoilua is the owner of Bamboo Grove Hawaiian Grill.
It's a small island. It's a small community. It's a tight-knit community. Everybody looks after each other, and I'm sure that went on last night. People were moving for safety, but I'm sure they were looking after their neighbors and checking as they were fleeing.
As fire crews fight the flames, the community near and far rallies in support. In addition to the Jewish Federation's donation drive, Salvation Army volunteers are on standby for a possible trip to help. On Maui, Rabbi Malik explains these donations will help them purchase essentials to go to the most affected areas. It will take quite a bit of effort to fully recover from this disaster.
So, our hope is that the community will respond on numerous different fronts to be able to address the needs of, the wider Maui community to make sure that such events do not repeat themselves in the future and can be contained.
Again, visitors to the Lahaina area and really to Maui in general are being asked to leave as soon as possible. County officials say they are making this request because of limited resources during this crisis. David?
And those efforts still ongoing right now. Absolutely not the time for a vacation on the Valley Isle. Alma McCarty at PDX. Thank you, Alma. Let's get back to local headlines. A family, including a mom and 2 young children, were killed when their home caught fire in Scappoose. Fire officials have just released their names. They were Shuri Hahmeyer and her 9- and 6-year-old children. Authorities also released a photo of all that is left of their home, which caught fire early Sunday on Northwest St. Helens Road. Firefighters say they tried to rescue 2 of the victims from a window, but they did not survive. 2 pets also died. Investigators ruled the fire accidental, but they are not releasing the exact cause yet. The elementary school there will have grief counselors available Friday for students and staff. They are also setting up a spot for community members to write messages of support. A 14-year-old daughter who was not home at the time of the fire survived, of course, is now dealing with an incredible loss. To get you caught up on tonight's other headlines, in Newport, 1 person was shot and killed this afternoon in the middle of the Yaquina Bay Bridge. Police have a suspect in custody and now say the public is not in danger. They are not saying, though, what prompted the shooting. The investigation shut down that bridge for a couple of hours. Portland police want you to be on the lookout for this guy. He's been arrested twice in the past month, accused of exposing and touching himself in public. Most recently, police say he was on the campus of McDaniel High and engaging in that behavior in front of students. Police say he was released from jail, but now they worry this could escalate to the point that he harms children. So now there is another warrant out for his arrest. If you see him, you're asked to call 911. A man arrested and released 4 times last month for a vandalism spree in Gresham appears to be at it again. Police say 25-year-old Garrett Fine was recorded on surveillance video shattering windows of 2 more businesses on Tuesday morning. 7 windows were broken in the Gresham Town Fair Shopping Center. This is video of previous damage he's accused of creating. So far, officers have not been able to track down Fine. According to court records, this will be the 5th open criminal mischief case against him. If you see Fine, call Gresham Police. He was last seen wearing a gray beanie hat, maroon sweatshirt, tan pants, and black shoes.